Sure, it was very informative. We got to know the committee, a very diverse crowd today, coming from all walks of the community. A lot of people have a lot of experience in education, as well as other public services throughout the city. We actually have a former CFO of the district, which is very helpful as well, Mr. Tony Reza. And overall, we learned not just, and like Mr. Vasquez said, not just the things that are wrong with the district at the current moment, but the things that are right with the district, which is, I think, is very important. Let members of the community know that we are still here, we are still doing the best we can with what we have, and we're going to keep on educating your children, getting them the best education possible. Even if we have to stretch a dollar, we're doing it, and we're doing it the right way.
That's true. So I noticed that one of the things that they were really interested was with Mr. Solis's presentation.
Yes.
So what did you think about that and his overview on the budget, the upcoming budget?
Sure. I love all the information he gave. I like the way he broke it down, made it very simple to follow. There's a lot of information. He has years of experience in the public sector, so I know he has a lot of knowledge, but he was able to break it down and make it compact for the rest of us to easily digest, which is important. I was very surprised I thought I knew about school funding, but apparently I do not. And finding out that the state basically takes a lot of the funds and keeps them for themselves and at their own discretion was very surprising and honestly a bit upsetting.
Yeah.
Sorry, you say that.
Sorry, it's like,
Yeah, same. But that was very surprising to hear that and to see how, honestly, with the way the Texas legislature sets the funding up, I'm surprised we get anything done at all. Honestly, it just seems like a lot of red tape, and they should allow the districts to be more involved in this distribution of those funds. So that's what I believe.
So last question, what the next couple of meetings, the next 3 meetings, what do you hope comes out of those meetings, or what's the purpose?
I'm hoping we get some good ideas to save some money, some good ideas to generate more revenue. Looks like the main driver is student attendance as well as enrollment. So any ideas from other people that have experienced similar issues in their district or in any other form that they've from their careers would be great. I would like to see a little bit, besides ideas, maybe a couple of solutions to any presentations that we have right now. Whatever we can do to attract students and retain teachers is number one priority on my list. I'm sure everybody else's as well.
I think today we had a very good overview of the successes of Socorro ISD. That's what I really took away from the meeting today. It's refreshing to, as somebody who retired from the district several years back, to see all of the great things that are continuing to happen with the district, and then just to correlate that to all the money that's needed to make those great things happen.
Is there anything that stands out that you heard that really was like an aha moment, or just something that just...
I think the financial presentations today really opened up my eyes, especially the part about how the state's funding varies based on maybe local funding, and how when we have to give money back to the state, it doesn't always go back to public education. Sometimes it goes to other purposes. And so, it really opened up my eyes that funding isn't as equitable from the state as I thought it was.
So what are you hoping that this committee, what solutions or what ideas do you think that you're hoping will come out of this committee?
What I'm hoping will come out of this committee is that we will continue to be able to provide all of the great learning opportunities for the students, and provide those great learning opportunities in a way that makes sense with the budgetary constraints. So it's really about fine-tuning how we use the money to maximize the benefit to the students.
Are you looking forward to the next couple of sessions?
Absolutely. I think the next couple of sessions will be a lot of fun. I know what'll be very interesting is when we start trying to boil down everything we learned in a couple of weeks to really develop the strategies and recommendations that will go to the board. I think it'll be eye-opening to see all of the different perspectives. I was in a way impressed by all of the different questions that were asked tonight and comments that were made. And it sort of gives me an idea that we'll have a very good, robust discussion in a couple of weeks. And it'll be important for the committee to be able to boil down that robust discussion in a way that the board can take and take action on.
Anything in particular, any question in particular that stood out?
You know, I saw a lot of discussion and comments about the charter schools, maybe not so much about the school vouchers. But what I would hope that maybe we can do as a committee is maybe try to find a way where the school district can develop a strategy to show what the impact of those are on the taxpayers. I don't think the average taxpayer who's paying property taxes realizes that there are different funds made available to charter schools that aren't made available to the district. I don't think the average taxpayer would realize that if the school district got the same funding as is being proposed by the school vouchers, you know, what that would do to reduce their school property taxes. And I think the more we talk to property taxpayers about how all of these other initiatives, you know, that provide school choice, you know, how they in a way negatively impact public education and how they have to pay property taxes.
That's true, because if I hadn't worked for the school district, I wouldn't know that either. It wouldn't have
I don't think the average taxpayer understands how how the charter schools receive money for their facilities. Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, well, if the school district receives similar funding, would that do away with the entire INS tax rate? I don't think the taxpayer realizes that. And when it comes to the vouchers, I don't think they would realize that if the schools got $10,000 for each kid, that heck, the school district might be able to reduce all of the O&M tax rate, just reduce it all to zero, and the district would still have more money left over. You know, I don't think the taxpayer looks at it that way. And I think what I'm hoping is that we can develop maybe a strategy to start sharing that particular viewpoint with property taxpayers, because property taxpayer, they're interested in, you know, what they pay to, you know, on their property tax bill. And the more they start thinking in terms like that, the more they're going to start looking at the financial issues that are really impacting the school district.
That's true. That's actually a really good point. Yeah. Well, anything else you'd like to add, or?
Hey, I'm excited for this committee. I know that great things are going to happen. There's some of the people that are here on the committee that I knew through the district when I worked for the district. Many more people that I'm meeting through the community. It's great to see, I guess, the enthusiastic support for the committee, just seeing everything happening tonight.